Hello, welcome to the watch along for Aldershot against West Ham United. You might be thinking, hang on a minute, this is very late. We never got notice. You never said you were doing one of these. I'll be completely honest with you. I didn't even know the game was on tonight. Didn't even know the game was on. It's kicked off, by the way. The timer's correct. I know it says Man City. We'll talk about it in a minute, but it's a minute into the game. A big game, actually, for the U21s. But I honestly did not know they were playing this evening. I was just on YouTube sorting out what I was going to put up a video tonight. It was going to have to be tomorrow now. And I seen that the stream was set up on West Ham's YouTube for tonight's game. I thought, hang on a minute. Then Frankie texted me saying, where's the watch along? And I thought, bloody hell. Got to get my finger out here. So I've set it up in a massive hurry. No doubt I forgot to do something, but hopefully everything's working. Thank you if you're in the live chat, in talks. Transy, thank you very much for joining me at very, very, very short notice. And also, of course, Flapsface, 3922ers. We're back. We're back. I am in the doghouse, ladies and gentlemen. I'm in the doghouse. Mrs. Gio had plans this evening. They've been put on the back burner. We're watching the game. Anyway, a really strong team for West Ham this evening, actually. Wooster in goal with Golan Beckus, Oyabadi, and you'd imagine it's Clayton at left centre-back. We will get a look in a second. Medine and Adiele playing full-backs with Ayala and Earthy playing in behind Marshall with Orford and Fearon in the middle. Obviously no Kante and no Myers. Anyway, West Ham coming forward here at the minute. A win could see West Ham go through to the knockout stages. A good test for this. Don't like the camera angle. It's quite low, isn't it? Quite low. Anyway, massive thank you. Massive thank you to you guys in the live chat. Number 23 is coming forward for Aldershot here. He's cutting inside. He has a shot. High and wide. Goal kick to West Ham. Anyway, there we go. There we go. You can decide if I've got out of it or if I'm going to be in the bad books. Mrs. G was hoping we could play. We've got a board game. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? But it's like brands. So she's wanting to play that for an hour before the Palace Arsenal games. So then I've just said, no, under 21s are on. I'm off to do a watch along. So she's not too happy. Anyway, the game is obviously on West Ham's YouTube channel, so my advice would be put the game on your telly. Keep me company in the live chat, if you don't mind. I just want to say evening to everyone. So we've got evening to Kimbo and Stevie. Thank you very much for joining me as always. We've also got Adrian as well, interested in that lineup. Yeah, it's a good one. There's a few good players out there, a few strong players at this level, but it's an important game for us. The 39-22 gang, yes, we are here. Graham saying was going to watch the match, but decided to watch me. I don't watch me instead. If you can, Graham, watch both. Put one on the telly and have me on your phone. I think that's the best bet. That's what I would prefer, but certainly watch the game as well. That's more important. Gareth, Merry Christmas to you. He's watching the under 21s and he's in the watch along as well. Shep and Avid, he's the Moldovan Hammers. Tobias saying the other day, we were talking about dart. He's gone and picked up a dartboard and he's been playing it today and loving it. All right, no need to rub it in. I don't have one. Show off. Ryan's here. Flap, yeah. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Board game, brands. Maybe I could go get it, open it, and we could play it. Maybe we could play it, eh? Really rub it in. Maybe at halftime that could be the entertainment. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Irons TV saying, is there a centre-back? Not really, not yet. Here we go, West Ham on the attack here. Ayala, yes! It's 1-0, West Ham! Get in. Good play. Good play. Ayala giving West Ham United the lead against Aldershot. Just over 5 minutes on the clock. West Ham are in the lead. Earthy picked it up, fed it into Marshall, flicked it back towards him. Then it was Orford that picked up and slotted it through to Ajala, who finished neatly into that near post. 1-0 West Ham. Happy days. In terms of centre-backs being ready, I'm not sure. It's a big jump up, isn't it? And to be honest with you, the one that's possibly closest isn't at West Ham. I mean, that's Casey. Swansea fans love him. He's not playing too much, but he's got 2 real senior centre-backs ahead of him. But whenever he's been called upon, they're a big fan. Aim Talk says, aim to kill. There you go. Can't get my head around why I would rather watch you talk about the game than actually watch it. The world just got strange. Yeah, I mean, do both if you can. Do both. That would be my advice. Matt saying he's been here. Yeah, I'll deal with it later. Deal with it later. Avid saying it's work. It is work. It is. I need to turn the adverts off. You're maybe going to have to give me a minute to turn the adverts off. And I'm also going to have to adjust the score. Right, so I appreciate it says Man City, right? Oh, the time's wrong now. I'm going to have to reset the time. 6:40, there we go. Yeah, so I appreciate it says Premier League, Man City. But I didn't know the game was on. Here we go. Bob, thank you. Forgot it was on. Just tuned in. Forgot it was on. I didn't know it was on, Bob. I literally realised at 10 to 7... the game was on. So I put this together in a hurry. But obviously, because I didn't know, I haven't been able to get the people that provide the graphics, I haven't been able to get them to create me. They have to do a manual scoreboard for me for the under-21s. And obviously, they don't know I'm doing a watch along of that. So we're sticking with Man City West Ham. So at least it's got the West Ham thing, right? There we go. Now, let me just jump back into YouTube. You won't see anything, don't worry. Well, you'll see me. You'll see my ugly mug. But I'm just going to turn the adverts off because they are on by default. So let's sort that out. And Aldershot on the attack here. I will start talking about the game in just a second. But it's, I like to do an intro. I've not had the chance. Have a monetization manual. None. There you go. That's the adverts off. So you've had any adverts so far when watching live, I apologise. But you won't have any anymore. Right then, free kick to West Ham. Deep inside our own half. 8 minutes on the clock. There we go. Avid said, now I'll turn them off after you had to watch one. Yeah, sorry about that, but at least I got like a penny off you. Ionix forgot. He's just logged on. Yeah, do you know something? I don't think the club promote the under-21s enough. I don't think they do, personally. You have to seek it. You have to go look for it, don't you? It should be everywhere, in my opinion. They're playing well. They play some good football. Should be something they boast about. They will for the Wimbledon game. They will really push the Wimbledon game. But, like, tonight's fixture, don't know. Maybe they do. I just don't notice it. Anyway. 9 minutes gone. Hopefully we can get away and get through to the knockout stages. Would be a nice competition to go far in. That is a late tackle. Oh my word, that guy arrived on Boxing Day. The Aldershot number 7. That is seriously unnecessary. What's he doing? That's what George Earthy's saying to him. What are you doing? What's he done that for? That was intentional. It was so late. You can't say that that was a genuine attempt at getting the ball. My word. They probably won't be able to show a replay. Maybe they will. I'd be impressed if they managed to catch that and do the replay. I'd imagine there's like a last 10 seconds button or something you push. The physio's not on, so I don't know why the physio's not on. So that's a yellow card for Aldershot's number 7. Chat, what do you think? What do you think? I thought that was rough. That was a rough tackle. One of them knees in the hamstring. But he was a good 2 seconds late or something like that. Unnecessary. Give you a dead leg, that type of corner. Maybe I'm overreacting, chat. Let me know. But that was a bit rough. Fearing's up anyway, and he's got a new hairdo again. And we're underway. It'll be interesting to see how he's moving. And there's a loose ball there. But all your baddies susses that one out quickly enough. And we moved the ball out the pitch. Lewis Orford with a lovely little ball out to Marshall, who flicks it on. Here comes Ajala. 1-on-1. He's doing his step overs. He loves his step overs. Puts it in all the way through to Medine at the back post. And we're just playing around outside Aldershot's box at the minute. I do not like this camera angle. Makes perspective difficult. That's a lovely turn by Earthy. It's a lovely ball by Earthy. Gives it back to him from Ayala to Earthy. Oh, good save. Great football. That is fantastic football by West Ham. Pass, a little bit of patience. Turn it on really quickly. That ball turn from Earthy was stunning. Lovely pass. Gets it back from Majala. Unselfish play. Good save. Should score. Let's be real about it. Orford puts it in. It's in. It's 2-0. It's 2-0. I think it looks like it was Golan Beckers. He's getting all the credit. Golan Beckers is getting all the cuddles from his teammates. But a nice little well-worked goal from West Ham there. Took the corner short, laid it back to George Earthy on his weak foot. So he made what contact he could with his left foot. And then he turned it in. They're having a bit of a mare with the replays here. We're seeing... Here we are, back to Earthy, puts it in. It is Golan Beckers with a little flick. 2-0 West Ham, and I'm going to have to sort out my clock. I can sort the scoreboard. Right, what time am I on? 12 minutes. Oh, I don't like this. I'm going to have to... At least I've got a clock anyway. There we go, 2-0 up. West Ham 2-0 up. Away to Aldershot, Manchester City, if you have a look at my scoreboard. Diala only found out about the game through the notification for this watch along. Yeah, it's just, there you go. Kimbo's turned out to be a decent night in. Youngsters playing, watch along with myself and other West Ham. Yeah, please speak in the live chat. I want a little, we've obviously got the Hammers Chat community, but I want the under-21s community in the Hammers Chat community. The 3922 Club, the Moldovan Hammers Chat, us lot. So speak to each other. And I like it when people put comments in and stuff. I appreciate it. But don't be ashamed to, don't be afraid to have a chat amongst yourself. Because I'd imagine most under-21 watch-alongs, it's going to be the same people in the live chat. Richard thought it was a red card all day, that foul on Fearing, and Intox said it was nasty for no reason. Flaps face saying it was naughty. It was naughty. Anyway, we go again. Fearing on the ball at the minute. He looks like he's shaking off that. It's Marshall off the post. Oh, unlucky from Carl Marshall there. Sharp play. Sharp play. I mean, Wally says score prediction at this rate. I don't know. We're looking at 6 or 7 here, aren't we? We want it to be. Fearing did well. Marshall hit it first time off the inside the post, centimetres away from being 3. I mean, this lot aren't very good, but let's have a little look at the league table. I don't know where they are in the league table. I'll be honest with you, and I appreciate this a little bit of snobbery on my part, but I've only got so much time. I only pay attention to League 2. I stop at League 2. And I don't know how many changes they've made either. I mean, they are 22nd. Having a look at the league table now, they are 22nd in the league table. So they're not very good. They're a bit like us. They're in relegation zone. Let's have a look at their Twitter account when they announced the team. You can sometimes get a bit of an idea. They actually haven't even... Welcome to National League Football, right? So I've gone on to Aldershot's Twitter account because when they announce the team, obviously their fans will react to it. And it gives you a bit of an idea of how... And they might also put out... I remember when they played... what one was it? Was it Colchester they played? And it said that they'd done 10 changes. So it gives you a bit of an insight, doesn't it? So Aldershot tweeted 7 hours ago, the club would like to inform all Shot fans that due to staff shortages and Christmas holidays, there will be no media coverage for our fixtures against West Ham under-21s and our Boxing Day clash against Sutton United. We'd like to apologise for any issues, blah, blah, blah. So tonight, they're not doing any media work for the game. And then they play on Boxing Day and they're not doing any media work for that. Welcome to National League Football. I mean, it's not their fault, right? Nothing they can do about it. They've got little staff and they've got families and stuff like that. But no media cover from Aldershot for this one. There's barely any media cover from West Ham either, to be fair. Anyway, long throw by Golan Beckers. Hello, he's got a good throw, isn't he, Golan Beckers? Get him in the first team. Launch it. Bob's asking, the under-21s are in Essex or East London. Get yourself to Wimbledon, Bob, if you can. It's in the middle of January. I can't remember the exact date. But get yourself to the Wimbledon game if you can. That will be a fantastic atmosphere. It really will be a brilliant atmosphere. I'm going to have a little look and see, Bob, when the next game is for you. Tuesday they play against Anderlecht. It's the 6th of January, that is. Just according to AI. Let me have a look and see. Yeah, it is. It's at Dagenham. So you could go there, Bob. 6th of January, Tuesday the 6th of January. You've got that one. 13th of January they play Dortmund at home as well at Dagenham. So you could always attend that one. So you've got Tuesday the 6th, Tuesday the 13th. All the International Cup games are played at home. Just having a look at the away games. They come up. They come up near me. Yeah, Derby. They play Derby in March. So I'm going to do my best to get along to that one. Anyway, Colin Becker's another throw into Fearon, and he goes long with his cleavance, which is put back towards West Ham's defence. Orford battling away, concedes a free kick. Shooting distance, a good free kick this one for Aldershot. Hopefully tonight we'll have the stream for the whole game. That would be absolutely delicious by the club. Shep, yes, go online for tickets for the Wimbledon game. Wally saying, how are we feeling about the QPR game? What are you all feeling? Right, Aldershot with his free kick is their number 11. Clips it in, headed over the bar, comfortably over the bar. Goal kick to West Ham. Looks like Bob's getting to the... I assume you're talking about the Dortmund game and the Anderlecht game that you're going to go to. It was a good game last week against Sporting. I think they were quite a good team, to be fair. Oibadi just playing it out from the back out to Clayton, who goes a little bit more direct. Ideally just closing down at the minute, as is Marshall, but cleared by the Aldershot goalkeeper. Been quite comfortable for West Ham so far. Aldershot are certainly trying. There's definitely effort on their part. Just defensively, they look a bit crap. And it comes, it's headed away by Medine, and yeah, it was got clattered in there, actually. It could have been a bit of a sore one. Good defending, but that could have stung a little bit. He did put his head down, though, but it looked like he got a boot in the face. He's just got up and got on with it. It's very refreshing, the under-21s, isn't it? There's no diving. There's no trying to get your player sent off or anything like that. In talks, no, I don't remember who that. Didn't know him. Shep saying QPR playing well. Depends on Team Nuno picks. I think we'll get beat. I don't think we'll take it serious. I think you'll put out a heavily rotated side. Here's a lovely looking ball over to Medina over on the right hand side here. High up the pitch into George Earthy. Goes back to Fearon. When we're on the ball, we're certainly enjoying possession, but we're 2-0 up the can. Great play into Marshall, back to Earthy. He's pulling the strings again, Earthy, isn't he? It's too easy for him at this level. Like I said, I'm unaware of how strong this Aldershot team are. Is it their strongest team? Is it a heavily rotated team? I don't know. They're just going in again on not on Fearon this time. on Ayala, that looked a bit... they're getting a bit wound up, I think. Aldershot, you could see someone getting snapped soon. I guess if they're all quite old, or, in their 20s and 30s, I'd imagine there's a bit of embarrassment for them getting beat by kids in their eyes. But they need to just rein it in a little bit, I think, because our boys can handle themselves. We've seen against Sporting, we've seen against Swindon, that when you try and stick it on them, they'll stand up. I feel like we're one sort of meaty tackle away from it, maybe just boiling over a little bit. Good play here by the Aldershot 24, but well, one back by Feven, and Medine comes away down this right-hand side. Yeah, they're doing well, cutting it back to Orford. We're just outside the box at the minute. Earthy's on it now. Now Marshall's got it. Can't quite find Adiele, or can he? No, he cannot. And there's a break on here for Aldershot. Adiele trying to trip him, but he's shrugged him off. Out on the right-hand side, half a chance here for Aldershot. They haven't really made the most of it. We're getting bodies back, and it's headed away by Oli Badins, cleared away by Lewis Orford, and brought down by Ayala. Now West Ham have a chance to counter-attack, perhaps, because Earthy Marshall's still high up the pitch, but if we can just feed it into one of them. Finds Earthy. Someone's going to get snapped in a minute. I can just sense it. I think there's a West Ham player where you get a kick in a minute. Richard, I completely agree with this. Richard said, I don't like the way the player pushed the heads. He pushed the player's head down as he got up. I completely agree. Ayala was trying to get up, and the Aldershot centre-back was on his back, just holding his head down. I just, don't know, don't like that. It feels a bit unnecessary. Anyway, Billy saying we can watch it. It's on West Ham's YouTube. Bye. But hopefully, you can put me on your phone and put the game on the TV. Mark saying apparently the rule for this competition is National League side have to pick at least 4 players who played in the last league game. I didn't know that. That's a new rule to me. I don't know the rules of this competition. I think they're the same. Well, actually, no, they're not. They're different for this. For like the league games, I think we're allowed 4 overage players. I could be wrong, but I think for this competition, I don't think you're allowed any. So we played Thomas Souček in the EFL Trophy, but I don't think, for example, he could play in this trophy, the National League Cup, because I think you're not allowed. You're not allowed. I don't think you're allowed any overage players. I could be wrong about that, though. Google it. Lewis Orford breaking from midfield here. He's got a couple of options. He might go himself. He does go himself. It's 3-0. They're crap. They are crap. That was Roger Johnson stuff. My word, he was just backing off, and Orford just scored. Picked up literally on the halfway line, just ran into loads of space. Their defence just backed off, and then just outside the box, bang, 3-0. Beautiful stuff. All right, let me adjust the scoreboard, and I'm going to have to remember about the clock. What were we, 24:50. I'll wait for 25 minutes. There we go. All right, give me a couple of seconds. There we go. The time and score has updated, but we're still playing Man City according to my scoreboard, because I didn't know the game was on. Right then, here we go. We're back underway. 3-0 West Ham. We are cruising. And I'm not going to lie, he's a little bit concerned as to what Aldershot's reaction is going to be here, because I agree with what Intok said, which is being a senior player and getting outplayed by an under-21 team must be a hit to the pride. I completely agree. I remember when I played football, we were all right. The team I played for, we were okay. and we played a couple of men's teams, and they didn't like it when we beat them. And, the first, 15 minutes or so, it was all friendly. And then when you're a couple of goals up, suddenly the tackles start flying in. And then you go another couple of goals up, and they're not even trying to tackle you. They're just trying to hurt you. And I think there's an element of not quite that going on, because it's still a professional game of football. But I wouldn't be surprised with a crunchy couple of tackles going, because this will be embarrassing on their part. Daniel's just tuned in. I'll let other people comment in the live chat for you. But what I will say is that it's looked too easy. It's looked too easy. Orford there, he's going to get a yellow card for that. Cynical foul, just holding on to his opponent to prevent the break, getting a booking for his troubles. Jay saying is Cummings not match fit. Well, he played last week and he looked a bit rusty. But I don't know how old he is. How old? I don't think he's that old, is he? Yeah, he's only 19, so he could play if he wanted to. Oh, he's on the bench. I haven't looked at the bench yet because I was a bit late. But he is on the bench. So is Josh Landers. You'd imagine you'll see at least one of them today. Anyway, free kick for Aldershot. They're going to cross this one. They've split their attacking options in the box, which is always an interesting way of going about it. Anyway, the skipper, Baldy, number 6, hooks it in to the back post. 33 scoops it well over the bar. I mean, they're just poor, aren't they? That's the reality. That's just... The free kick was average, and then the guy that got the ball uncontested just puts it well over the bar. Anyway, we take the goal kick, and it's simple enough to play it out. We're moving the ball quite easily, quite quickly. This could be a bit of a hiding if Aldershot aren't careful. And we want it to be. Hopefully we can get a few more goals. Earthy flicking on to Marshall. Them two are linking up really well tonight. Marshall out to Medine here on the right-hand side. Marshall comes out to join him and give him support and gets it off him. He crosses it. Always going to be difficult. We're not the tallest team physically. We are better on the deck than we are whipping crosses in. Only a yellow to aim for as well. It was going to be tricky to make that cross a good one. Three 0, and it's a piece of piss. It's a bit like the EFL trophy, though. I think when you're in the group stage, you can come up against teams that don't really care. They're not really arsed about this competition. But then once you're in the knockouts, I think you tend to find that the teams you come up against are taking it a bit more serious. For example, I'd imagine Wimbledon are going to take the EFL trophy a bit more serious than the previous teams we played in the competition. And I think it's going to be the same here. If we advance tonight, which we're in a good position to do so now, then you'd imagine whoever we come up against in the knockouts will take it a bit more serious. Anyway, Clayton coming forward, dribbling out from the back with the ball. As we approach the half-hour mark. And Wally says, he's never seen me so sad after being 3-0 up. I don't get that. Like, my high and my low watching under 21s is quite limited. I enjoy it a lot, but it's not the same as the senior team. It works the other way. If we were 3-0 down, I probably wouldn't care that much either, if that makes sense. PJ saying it looks like Aldershot made 7 changes from the last game. And Flap saying the commentator said Aldershot can't qualify. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they can't qualify. But yeah, even if Wally, even if we're 3-0 down, you'd have the same face. I wouldn't be upset or anything like that. It's less pressure, less emotion. Yous might be different. Some of yous might get the same emotion watching the 21s as you do the senior team. I just never have. But I think that's why I can enjoy it a little bit more. If I get beat, I can just get on with my day as normal. But I enjoy it. Oh, they've got the team on the scoreboard there. If I could just quickly read. 23 is called Gandur or something. Could it not have been Smith? James Ward-Prowse says, that's an unfortunate name. Anyway, JWP says, been following my local team Aldershot as relief from West Ham pain this season. Can honestly say we're nothing special. We lose. I mean, you don't get relief from pain. They're just as bad as West Ham. We had a look. We had a look at the league table. They're also crap. West Ham just knocking about at the minute. You can tell the boys, they feel confident and it's showing, and I like it. This is why I enjoy watching under 21s football. Lovely ball by Fearon there into Ayala, and he can run. Adiel is out on the left. He gives it to Clayton. We're getting numbers forward here. Marshall, a bit disappointed with that pass as it got intercepted. And he's chasing it down, Marshall. He's putting a shift in anyway. That's a lovely ball, in fairness, by Aldershot. Number 11's in here. And it's easily saved by Worcester. Good pass that, though, down the left-hand side. I liked it. Bob saying he always enjoys this level. Even if they get outplayed, I see it as a learning exercise. I completely agree. And also, the thing is, though, right, when you're watching under 21s, I think what you're looking for changes. I think you're looking for players that could step up to the senior team. Is there a player that's a talent? Whereas when you're watching the senior team, you're not thinking about that, are you? Anyway, Yala coming forward here. Does he step over? He loves them. Absolutely loves them. George Earthy in the middle of the pitch. He's really grabbing this game by the scruff of the neck, Earthy is. Pass and move, pass and move, pass and move. I love him. Get him on the bench. No. Well, Fulkrug certainly won't be on the bench. He's in Milan. Right, Gollenbeck is on the ball here. Travelling forward with it. 33 and a bit minutes gone. West Ham continue to cruise. Goals change games, and we've had 3 of them. Lovely ball, but it's well cleared by Baldy at the back. Callum Marshall's picked up in a decent area, but it's on his weaker foot, so he goes out wide to Medine. We've got bodies in the box. Can he find one? He prods it back to Fearon. He plays it into Marshall. We're trying to pass it into the goal this way, but it was taken off Marshall's toe, and it's been cleared. Kimball, thank you very much. It's very, very kind of you. Thank you for the £5 super chat. I've now earned £5 and 0.1p after Avid watched an advert earlier on. But thank you. It's very, very kind of you. It justifies not playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire with her. Intalk saying, I think this is one of the best preparation for if we get relegated. Would be to get a load of these lads out on loan in January. 6 months in Championship, League 1, League 2 would do the world of good. I mean, it's definitely don't bother with National League, because this is the level, right? I appreciate this is a poor team in the National League, but Truro was just as bad. I think they're even worse than Aldershot, in fairness. But there's not one player in our team struggling tonight. He's offside, surely. Nope, says the lineup. And we continue. Number 30 whips it in. Poundland Cherokee. And 24 lashes it wide. And ref gives a corner. Unconvinced that was a corner, but we'll let him off because we're 3-0 up. I've still got my trainers on. Anyone else hate wearing outdoor shoes indoors? Anyway, corner kick taken, punched. It had to be a good punch. It falls, it drops. It's headed away by Medine. There's a break on for West Ham here. We can get bodies forward quickly, and we're trying to. Fearon on the move. Still thieving. Oh, he had two options and he didn't get it right. Frustrating. Good chance that on the break. Also, Bob, thank you very much. Support the 3922 Moldovan Hammers. Thank you very much. Avid saying that's the main reason I want to keep Guilherme in January. He will be useful in Championship next season, especially if Bowen decides to leave. MG saying, anyone know much about Ayala? I heard chat that he's class, but never seems to get mentioned as one who could be near breaking in the first team. What do you reckon, chat? Let MG know what you think. I like him. I think he's maybe a bit lightweight, but he's very skillful. Loves a step over. It's his thing. But he's actually good at them. You know, you get some players are just, they're not very good at skill, but they still do skill, and it almost looks a bit uncomfortable watching them. He's not that player. He's quite silky with it. I like him. Anyway, gets whipped in towards the back post. Clayton heads it away, and there's a corner kick to Aldershot. They've had quite a few corners tonight. Ryan's got a Grinch Christmas hat. Good man. Good man. I just have my Hammers Chat Christmas jumper. Honestly, I don't have a Christmas jumper except that the Hammers Chat ones. Anyway, they're taking the corner short. Are they going to whip it in? Nope. They go back to Baldy. In it comes. My word, that is a terrible cross. No pressure on him. Lloyd back to his right foot, which we know he's right footed. He took a free kick earlier. And he's scooped it well high. Too far. Goal kick. Just having a look at the sponsors here. Neater Heat. Winslade Landscape. Wheelie Bins. Collard Wheelie Bins. I wonder what they do. What they skip hire. Sure, they can't just buy a wheelie bin off them. Doesn't mean it gets emptied, right? The council will only pick up their own ones. I don't know. They're everywhere at the Collard. They've sponsored the whole thing. Oh, did they sponsor the stadium? It's right there above the dugout. Anyway. We're in the wrong job, guys. We need to be hiring out wheelie bins by the looks of it. Number 11, twisting, turning. Medine's got him where he wants him, really. He gets a cross in. It's a decent cross. Oh, they've hit the post. Good ball in, that was. And we've got it clear. Should be 3-1. Well, you could argue it should be 4-1 because Marshall also hit the post. Anyway, National League Sergio Ramos plays out to Dan Byrne. Shall we just give them all like names that we think of and go for it? Who's number 11? Chris Brunt. We'll go for that. National League Chris Brunt. Remember him? He was a baller, weren't he? Anyway, Chris Brunt's giving it away, and away we come with the ball. National League Sergio Ramos is closing him down. Number 7, what we're calling him? Seb Larson. Let's call him Seb Larson. Right, Golan Beckus bombs forward down the right. Medine's on the overlap. He uses him. Dan Byrne gets out and closes it down, but Medine gets a second bite. Puts it. Oh, great save. Great save. What we're calling that goalkeeper? Don't know, but that was a great save. Popped it in. I think it's George Earthy got his head on it. It was. And the keeper's going across the goal and it gets his fingertips to push it over. Brilliant save. Well done. Right, so they got Buffon in goal. Right, there we go. We've sorted him out with a name. He's conceded 3, though. Doesn't really feel fitting. Who's the top keeper? Jordan Pickford. There we go. Capable of outstanding saves, but shipping 3 goals. That's a bad corner. And it's been cleared at the front post. Aldershot putting Orford under pressure, but he's done really well. No, he hasn't. The referee saying no free kick. Out to National League, Seb Larson. Ah, look at that. Rolling the ball with the sole of his feet. He's given a free kick. That was similar to what Orford was just denied a free kick for, really. I have to say, West End Garage, I like that. Look at them. They've just put their branding on the side of their own building, I assume. Maybe they've hired it. I don't know. I thought it was a neighbouring building. Might be part of the ground. What goes on in there, do you think? Downstairs has got a warning sign, so that must be like the boiler room. That's where you want to go turn the floodlights off, I reckon. Anyway, Child Defrayer is asking where to watch it. Just go on West Ham's YouTube channel. It's on there. Watch the game on your telly. Watch me on your I always say Christmas trees because someone said Christmas tree. Watch me on your phone. Right, George Earthy shrugging him off, but Seb Larson's picked it up. Oh, it's been blocked by Addy Ali. Aldershot go back and where's Baldy? He just likes to hoof it forward. Where is he? There he is. He's getting back. It's almost like a centre-back version of Lee Carsley. Who are we thinking of? We need a bald centre-back that played in Premier League. Pascal Sigon. Remember him? Oh, what was the other one they had? Arsenal had another bald centre. Senderos. It's Chris Brunt. National League, Chris Brunt. Oh, it's off the post again. They've hit the woodwork twice now. Oh, they're doing well down here. Down the right-hand side. Fearing clips it away. They're doing all right, Aldershot. They're mustering a few half chances together. Chris Brunt there just hitting the post. Lee Cattermole. He was a midfielder. You can't have him. Never knew how to say his name. He was before my time. Is it Lebouf? Lebouf. Lebouf. Is that how you say his name? Lebouf. Pronounce my name like Dr. Dre. Alright, I'll call you Dr. Dre from now on. Well, just Dre. That makes sense. Sometimes my brain goes into like a spasm. Yap Stam. That's a good one because I know how you pronounce his name, unlike Lebouf. 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 I used to have him as a Corinthian, to be fair. Anyway, in it comes again. Oh, Dan Byrne at the back post puts it over. Another good chance by Aldershot. They've had quite a few half chances. Bert said I should be nice to Baldy the way Gonza's hairline's going. Wow. I'm going to have to just ring him up and make sure he's still alive after that sniper shot. To be fair, I'm okay for now. But it's like I'm thinning here. Do you know what I mean? This is the bit I'm thinning. I'm going to look like Friar Tuck by the end of next year. I'm a bit like Soufal. Soufal. His hair was horrendous, weren't it? I'm older than Soufal. Marshall gets rugby tackled by Yap Stam, but the referee says no. And we come again here. Callum Marshall puts it through to Earthy. Great first touch. It sticks to his foot. Out to Medane. He cuts it back to Marshall. Blocked. And Seb Larson clears it and wins a free kick for Aldershot just inside their own box. Jack saying, we appreciate under 21 watch alongs. I appreciate your £5 super chat and your support. Very, very kind of you. I wonder how relegation would affect keeping hold of it. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? When you go down, you've got to cut costs, and I think the academy is maybe one of those places. I remember him being Sullivan. I remember him saying that it cost $8 million a year to run, but that was quite some time ago now. You'd imagine that's increased. So it is an expensive thing to have, but if you can produce the talent, it can save you a load of money. So swings and roundabouts. Anyway, Orford's found Marshall, who's breaking here. He's not at Marshall Earthy. He's found Marshall. Keepers come out. Good save by Pickford. I think the flag was up against Callum Marshall, though, so my excitement was ill-placed. Nick saying Vincent Company, James Collins. There you go. David saying, watching on the West Ham site and we're 3 up. Got to say, they're really A. I'm unsure what you're trying to say there, David. I can usually work out what some people are trying to say. But you've got me there. Bob's 60 soon, but he's got all his own hair and teeth. Money's a bit thin. Anyway, Yap Stam on the ball, lays it back. It was belted forward. And it's half time. Let me change my clock just for anyone getting confused. Make sure it's still Man City 0, West Ham 3. There we go, half time. What I was saying, that was an enjoyable first half. That's a straightforward first half and all, weren't it? Pardon, what? 3-0, comfortable. Comfortable for West Ham. Let me know what you're thinking. Put it into the chat. Intox saying, very good half. Graham saying, I'm the last person in the office here in Washington, D.C. Was going to sneak out, but I think I'm going to snack on the Christmas chocolates and enjoy the game instead. I think so. Well, I assume you're not getting paid at this point, but if you were getting paid, brilliant. Getting paid to watch West Ham. Happy days. David saying, I don't want to jinx it. We need every point. Are you referring to this? The Arrow's under 21s. I know we need to win to go through, but it's just, I am confused. You had a few tins, David. Ryan saying it's a good half. Keep it up. Speedy saying Academy is like a scratch card. You can hit it big. For example, Rice. Also, how much would we have paid for a Potts? Exactly. Wanda saying, how does Earthy not get minutes in the first team ahead of midfielders we have on the bench? Completely agree. I don't know. I have no idea. Kimbo's got he's 66, or she's 60. I assume it's a he. He's 66. No hair, no teeth, loads of money, so I can buy some. All right. Check, you all playing like trumps with hair, teeth, and money. Bloody hell. Flap said Marshall's looked sharp. He has looked sharp. I agree. Some lovely touches. I completely agree with that. I think he has shown a lot of lovely touches in and around the box. A good few layoffs. I think his link-up play with Earthy is really, really good. And I think his link-up play with Earthy is better than his link-up play with anyone else in the team. Jamie said, I bet Earthy's pretty down having to play at this level. I believe so. I don't want to say too much, but I do believe he's A, a little bit unhappy, but B, a little bit, wondering why he's not involved in the first team as well. But that's second-hand information, just to be clear. Avid saying he's in the same boat, wrapping things up at work, so I'll be able to get home quick and catch most of the second half. You live around the corner. David saying, no tens, a win's a win. Graham, we all got sent home early for the last day before the holidays, so yeah, getting paid to watch Hammers and eat chocolate. Oh, that sounds good. Dane, been a bit sneaky and stuck this on my daughter's YouTube upstairs while she's out, so she'll be watching a few adverts. Ah, she won't. There's no adverts. Dane. I've turned them off. There's one when you click on it, but then you shouldn't have any more. I've turned them off. For the sake of earning 20p, I thought there's no point. David, I didn't realise you had the show tonight. David, I didn't realise I had the I didn't realise I had the show tonight. I went on YouTube, so I did a video earlier with Dave, a Wolves fan, about Larsson. Because I thought, just mix up a little bit rather than just me giving my opinion about Larsson. I thought, let's speak to a Wolves fan about Larsson, but also get his thoughts on Larsson under Nuno. So I've edited it, I've uploaded it, and I was thinking, will I put it up tonight or leave it for the morning? Which one? I thought, because it's Christmas Eve, I'd imagine the audience is going to be a bit lower than usual because it's Christmas Eve. So I thought maybe I'll put up tonight. But anyway, I was putting the thumbnail on and stuff, and I've seen West Ham stream starting at 6:50, and this was at 6:45. So I thought, what? There's a game on? I did not realise there was a game on, so I quickly put the stream together. Ran downstairs, broke the bad news to Mrs. Gio, because she was wanting to play. We got this Who Wants to Be a Millionaire box game at Tesco. It was 25 quid down to a tenner or something. And we've got vouchers. So all year we save up our vouchers and then go to the Christmas shop and use them. And so we got that because we thought we'll just play that tonight before the Arsenal Crystal Palace game. So I had to go break it to her that I'm doing an emergency stream. It's not really an emergency stream. It's just a stream I was unaware I was going to be doing. But I want to be consistent doing these. I won't be able to do them all. There will be times I just won't be able to do one. But I'm going to do my best to do a watch along for all the under 21 games. But if I can, I think Frankie will probably do a couple for me. Just need to get him set up so he can get the timer and the scoreboard. And yes, it says Man City. All right. Anyway. Transine says, not investing in an academy would be a joke. Even at 10, 15 mil a year, the returns with the players you get a track with that sort of investment pays for it. Yeah, but I think one of the small problems, it's a big problem. One of the big problems for West Ham is that we're getting some of our younger players at ages of like 14, 15 and 16. We're getting them pinched by the likes of Man City and stuff like that. So it is difficult, but one or two of our bigger prospects sometimes do leave. But swings and roundabouts, because we also go nab them from other academies. So it's almost like the pecking order. It's like the food chain of football, isn't it? Man City want you, you're going to go there. But then if we go to a Championship or a League One academy and go, we're having him, we'll probably get him. So it's swings and roundabouts, I guess. So hopefully we can continue our appeal. But it's also the category of the academy as well, which allows you to get involved in certain tournaments and stuff like that too. So there's always, I'd imagine there's quite a few complications in towards it. But yeah, I agree. Avid, it's 3.25 miles from door to door. I'm very lucky. You're not lucky. You chose to work there. Jamie says he ain't the only one wondering why he scored in the Premier League. Has barely given a chance since. Is absolutely bonkers. Ricky saying under 21s play Wimbledon. Not sure if it'll be live on Sky. It will. It'll be on Sky. Sky Sports have the rights for the EFL trophy. Last time the club said they were going to show the EFL trophy, but they don't have the rights. Sky do. So the game will be on Sky for that one. And I'll definitely be doing a watch along for that game because I'm looking forward to it. Wanda said, I pray that Nuno's giving Irvin Rodriguez time to put him on display for the January transfer window. Well, it's not working, though, is it? Who's watching Andy Irving play for West Ham thinking, oh, yeah, let's go get him? It does the opposite effect. Rodriguez, maybe, because he played all right against Brighton, but don't know. I've never really bought into that shop window thing. I think if you want clubs to want your players, don't play them. Make it very clear they're available, like Fulkrug, Ward-Prowse. You make it very, very clear they're available. In talk saying, I think some of the younger players might stay because there's more of a chance to break into our first team than bigger teams. Rancid saying we really need to show up against Fulham if we want something. I agree. Badly saying we took some youth players off Chelsea, Arsenal, and even Man U. It's quite. I almost want to learn. I'd like to learn how it works. Could be quite fascinating. Number 6 was out doing a pre-Christmas shop. How is everyone? See, I missed a few goals. You missed a few good goals as well. Avid's coming over to Moldova for the game against Wimbledon. Good. I'll be in England, but if I have to, I'm going to teleport to Moldova. Smidge, are the youths going to be safe? Are the youths going to save our season? Put Marshall in the main team and we'll be all right. And he goes on to say, a shocking attempt of spelling. Don't worry, I'm not arse. I'm crap at spelling. I'm crap at pronouncing names. It's a fan channel, not a news channel. We don't have to do everything correct here. We can wing it. We started winging it on YouTube in 2015. We're still winging it today. Don't worry about it. He's watching the goals. That Earthy should have been scoring that, right? He should have been, but we scored. Wally saying, how late can you get the Christmas shopping done before you're screwed? Depends what you're buying, I guess. I think I'm done. Today we had to pop to the shop today just to get stuff for Boxing Day. We had a casual this morning. and there was only one onion, so I used it. And I thought, I need that I need an onion for Boxing Day, so we went and got an onion. And she wanted hummus dip, so we got some hummus dip too. There we go. That's it. Bob starts shopping tomorrow. Usually quieter in the sales start. It is actually usually quieter. I agree. And someone that's worked in retail, I can guarantee. Well, I can, but certainly I used to work in retail. Christmas Eve is actually quite quiet because most people today and yesterday I think would have been the two busiest days. But tomorrow it's all right to get going, as Bob said. Number 6, where are you going to post the turkey casserole recipe? There's not a recipe. Number 6, anything left over from Christmas Day gets whacked in the slow cooker. Job done, sorted. The only thing I've got for it, which I won't have, well, I'll do turnip on Christmas Day, mashed, but then I'll do turnip chunks in the casserole. So that's the only thing I keep to one side. Whack it in there with the turkey, make up some stock, whack it in, whack in some carrot chunks. Delicious. Leave that cooking all day. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. Just want to say thank you very much for joining me. 120 people watching live, which is brilliant. Considered I never promoted it because I didn't even know I was going live. A few minutes away. How you all feeling ahead of Christmas? You all good? We'll be live on Christmas Day, myself and Charlie. Don't know what time yet. I did text him. He's not replied. We're going to have to chase him up. Charlie, if you're watching, check your phone. We will be live on Christmas Day at some point for an hour on this channel. Having a little chit-chat. About anything, really. I always look forward to it. As BD said, if you ain't running around the shop, don't write it like that. That's just not fun. Avid saying, I need to stop and grab some spicy pepper jelly to go with goat's cheese for our board. Got a show out for the wife this year. Our normal plans needed to change due to some family shenanigans. Oh, what's the family shenanigans? Come on, Avid. Gossip. Get it into the chat. Come on, then. We need some gossip. What is it? What's the family shenanigans? What's happened? Graham had a last-minute panic to get presents over to nieces in Northampton. Arrived today. I'm feeling good now. Everything is done. Well done. And number 6 loves spicy jelly. What's spicy jelly? I don't know what spicy jelly is. Ionix, am I baking anything? I'm going to attempt to do some baking tomorrow. Nothing fancy. Nothing, just cupcakes and stuff because we've got Mrs. Gio's family comes over on Christmas Eve, which, do you know what I mean? It's not really my thing. Avid said it's not good. Dad was put on hospital. Oh, for fuck's sake. Avid, I'm so sorry. I'm not going to lie. I thought there was gossip. I don't know, someone had cheated on someone or something like that. Do you know what I mean? I thought it was juicy. I'm so sorry. And your other half's mum has been in hospital with heart stuff. Now I feel like a proper dickhead. Adam saying, I've got Jamie Oliver. Aye. The under 21s watch along is a safe space, right? Don't wind me up. It's 2 days before Christmas. It's 2 days. Kimbo said spicy jelly is something for Ansem. I thought it was as well. That's what I thought spicy jelly would have been. Tingly lube. Bob's having a Chinese takeaway. I've not had one for ages. Intox saying I had to buy extra pigs and blankets because everyone wants to eat the ones reserved for Christmas Day. I love pigs and blankets. Dee said, would you actually earn something decent from sticking in a minute of adverts in at halftime? No, not for 100 people. 15. I don't know how much we'd earn. It would be less than £1. It's not worth it. Even if it was £3, I still wouldn't do it. It's not worth it, honestly. Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment. I genuinely appreciate the sentiment. But it's not worth it. I'd rather not interrupt people's viewing because I hate it when... Has anyone been watching the game that doesn't have YouTube Premium? Has there been adverts during the first half when you're watching the stream? Because when I used to watch Under-21s live before I had YouTube Premium, there used to be adverts during the game, and I once missed a goal. So I don't want to do that. Flapjack is having cheese and crackers before eating a lot of roast potatoes on Thursday. Love that. Absolutely love that. Ryan doesn't have YouTube Premium. Says there's been a lot of adverts on the Under-21 stream, but sufferable. Yeah, Chippy's had a couple. Kimbo hasn't had any. Bob hasn't had any. PJ hasn't had any. Brilliant. Some have had, some haven't. Hey, second half of the week underway. Right, let me get my clock ready. As Aldershot will kick us off. And they've done a sub. But as I don't know their players, I'm not going to bother. Come on, hurry up and take kickoff. I'm sat here hovering over the button. Come on. I think he's just counting each team as 11 players. And we're underway. Hey, they've changed. I say they've changed it. They're doing something not many teams do. They've actually tried to attack rather than just pump it forward. Well defended there by Adi Ali. Number 6 got an advert just at kickoff. Brilliant. Brilliant. Stevie watched West Ham Women on YouTube. 20 adverts. Vicky said he's had 4. God knows then. None on here. Hopefully there's one when you arrive. So I can earn 50p. To be fair, I've done all right. Thanks to the generosity of some of you lot. It's worth it. But I enjoyed the chat. I might have skipped tonight's game. If I wasn't doing this, I might have skipped it. I might have played it safe and just played Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and played it safe. But if I knew it was on, I'd probably be watching it anyway. So I might as well watch and chat to some of you. I enjoy it. Anyway, Fearing coming forward. Hopefully Aldershot, to be fair, they weren't too bad in the end in that first half, were they? But it did look a little bit tasty for a couple of tackles. Hopefully they're not going to come out and try any of that. Another bottle for recycling. As Marshall wins us a throw-in. Can't see the corner flag. Was the pole? There we go. There you go. Take that downstairs later and pop it in the recycling basket. Ready to go out to the bin. Which happens to be my job. One of many jobs I have in this house. All the men in the chat with the other half is the bin your job. Taking the stuff out to the outside wheelie bin. See, sexism is well and truly alive in 2025, in my opinion. Wally is saying, how close have I ever got to a fan before? What do you mean, how close have I got to a fan? I don't understand what you mean. Graham says, happy Christmas and good luck for 2026 to Hammers Chat the fans under 21s, and he was hoping for better form and a great escape for the senior team. Fingers crossed. Ryan, no, it's not Highland Spring. Had to downgrade to Tesco's own one. It's cheaper, to be fair, it's a lot cheaper. I didn't realise how much cheaper it was. Anyway, well one back there by Ala. Earthy pulls out to the left-hand side. Referee plays advantage. And Orford has it before returning it to the winger. And now George Earthy's got it. Kimbo also can't stand Jamie Oliver. I don't know why I do know why I dislike him, but he really gets to me. I can ignore most people, but him, for some reason, I can. Orford, lovely ball out there to Adieli. Oh, he tried to cut inside. You could see what he's trying to do. Well defended, to be fair. And we go back again. Wait, how's the other channel going? It's okay. To be fair, it's my own fault. I don't do enough videos. I do 2 videos a week. It's not... Oh, it's 3-1. Boo! It's 3-1. Came down the left. Lovely ball in. Caper. Oh, I don't like being critical of under-21s. It feels a bit harsh, doesn't it, being critical of under-21s players, but bit of a mare there from Worcester. There you go. Scoreboard. Clock. Sorted. 3-1. Chippy says, Jamie Oliver's not keen on me. I'm okay with that. Wally saying, is there a subscriber that you know that attends every stream? Yeah, plenty in the live chat tonight. Plenty of them. Some of them are class's friends now. Yeah, I know plenty. I recognise a lot of them, which is always good. I just need to make sure I remember Graham, who is a Nottingham Forest fan. He got annoyed. I forgot he was a Nottingham Forest fan. Ionic saying it looked like it was a deflect. It's possible. It was difficult to tell, isn't it? This angle. Anyway, 3-1 West Ham. Ionic say, what's my favourite Christmas song? I only like 3. Honestly, there's only 3 Christmas songs I like. But they come again down the left-hand side. Cuts it back. There's a chance. Chris Brunt saved. Good defending by Golan Beckus, and looks like he's hurt himself in the process. Good block, though. Now, I just want to be clear. This is not a Jamie Oliver level, but I don't like Michael Bublé. I'm convinced he goes in the freezer. In January, he goes in the freezer, and they just defrost his corpse in November, so he's ready to go for December. I'm not keen on Michael Bublé. I feel like he just does a lot of covers. But anyway, Christmas song. Wham! Shakin' Stevens, Slade. There you go. Bob saying, Jamie Oliver got preachy. When you're a multi-millionaire and get your groceries given to you, you shouldn't be quick to tell single moms they should buy organic. Thank you. I completely agree. I think he's detached from reality. That's my genuine issue with him. Like I said, I watched that Jamie Oliver budget thing, and he genuinely used a skillet that cost 50 quid, and he's telling you how you can cook a meal for less than £5 using a £50 pan. Leave it out. Like honestly, there's a TV program to be made here. Send people like Oliver into a kitchen of a mum, single mum with kids, who uses the food bank. Send them in there and see what they can rustle up. A chicken nugget with a bit of parsley on it. Anyway, it's George Earthy. Say Marshall cleared. Offside anyway. I got a row for this. I got a row when that news came out. I met in the group chat. I said Chris Ray had died. I said, oh, was he driving home for Christmas? Anyway, I told Lauren because I was proud of my pathetic, obvious joke. I wasn't proud of it. I just liked it. I thought it was funny. So I told Lauren. I got a look of disgust. And then I admit this is a bit... Right, you're going to judge me here and I'm going to come across a dickhead, okay? But I'm aware I'm a dickhead, okay? I'm very aware I am. But this is my humour. Anything goes, right? Because it's a joke. It's not real. So we were coming out of Tesco yesterday morning and there was someone getting put on the bed from the ambulance, right? There was 3 or 4 paramedics. Now, I should stress the person was alive, okay? The person was... You could tell they were okay. There was no... They had their clothes on. There was no CPR or anything going on. They were just getting put on the bed to go into the ambulance, right? And I just said, they're having a rough morning. And Lauren then said, oh, like, it's not funny. They could die and someone's family member dies before Christmas. And I said, well, the advantage is there's more pigs in blankets for the rest of the family. Did not go down well. I thought it was funny. Don't know why I'm sharing this with you, because either Adiele's in here, Marshall slipped him in, and it's comfortable save by the goalkeeper. Anyway, there you go. That was my reaction to someone dying, potentially dying just before Christmas. That the family benefit, more pigs and blankets. Happy days. Then I told her I'm okay if her mum was to die today because there'd be more pigs and blankets for me. And I'm okay with that. I've weighed up the pros and cons and I've decided I would appreciate the pigs and blankets more. Pigs and blankets can provide a moment I could enjoy on Christmas Day. Her company does not. Anyway, Aldershot coming forward. Everyone's judging me. Some think it's funny. Some think it's perhaps not funny. That's me. In comes... Oh, that's a good cross. Well cleared out. Cameraman's all over the place here. Orford. That's a good ball. Ayala's on the move. Earthy's trying to get up. Oh, he didn't see him. Ayala didn't see him. If he did, he was in. Oh, Medina with a big clearance there. Good play, Marshall. That's a great ball into Earthy. He's through. It's George Earthy. Saved. Headed away. Should be 4. It's not 4. Corner kick to West Ham. Anyway, there you go. Should be 4-1. Earthy's through. And, you know, we talk and we ask, why is he not on the bench? He should have had a couple of goals tonight. Let's be honest with you. That first one, we end up scoring from the corner. But... he missed a good chance and he's just missed a brilliant chance there. So his pass is good, his movement's good. Just that finishing. Anyway, Luke says, I keep digging. I don't stop. It's just be yourself, in my opinion. That's what I say. Adam saying, pigs and blankets, or as we say, relatives sleep in the spare room. Brilliant. I might use that one. Might steal it. And it comes bubbling around. Marshall trying to get it back, but there you go. And Flap saying, I think that humour comes from the fact that you'd find it funny if it's aimed at you. Yeah, anything goes for me. Ironix, let's hope she's not listening. I don't really care. I don't hide my feelings sometimes. It causes me problems, but I can't pretend. Do you know what I mean? I can't be two-faced. Brian ordered pigs and blankets, and he brought me a picture of my parents in bed. Brilliant. Right then, Aldershot just pinging around at the minute. Beneath, yeah, just I'm going to be careful what I say beneath. I am ready for Christmas, but I'll just let me word this right. I had to put the slide together because I'm doing Santa a favour. Santa asked me if I'd put the slide together to give to Grace on Christmas Day. Luckily, there was only 5 parts, all plastic. Bosh, bosh, bosh. Happy days. I remember doing Ella's stuff on Christmas Eve, and when she gets a bike and you're there on Christmas Eve. You've got to wait for them to go to bed, go to sleep, and then you get the bike out and you're trying to put it together. It's now 11 p.m. on Christmas Eve. You're knackered. You're stressed. And then you get what I call prickly heat. Do you know what I'm saying? Prickly heat. That's a thing, right? Prickly heat. I get prickly heat because I'm getting pissed off with this bike. Luckily, I didn't have that. Orford, lovely ball through to Adieli out on this left wing. We're getting the bodies in the box, but he can't quite get the cross in. And he's been doubled up on, but he's played it back, and it's been intercepted well, and away to come. But Earthy intercepts it. Happy days. James, number 6, is Oyabadi. If you look at the screen, our team's on the screen. In talks, the rash, you're getting your album. No, it's not a rash. It just, I don't know how to describe it. Ayala, good save again. Should be 4 now. I don't know. You just feel really hot and itchy, but you don't have a rash. I call it prickly heat. I don't know if there's a terminology for it, but I only get it when I'm trying to put flat pack furniture together or something. Someone please tell me you know what I'm on about. Anyway, it's unbearable. And it makes you want to throw the furniture out the window, like proper stuff. Stevie's saying that's what it's called. It is called prickly heat. It should be. Anyway, didn't have anything. Didn't have any of that. Yeah, DC gets it. That thing when you get really annoyed and suddenly come over all hot. Yeah, and you want to itch it. Flap knows what I mean. I'm glad. Avid saying it's called heat rash. It's not a rash. It's something to do with the blood flow in your skin. Yeah, I had none of that putting the slide together, so that's good. Mark called it IKEA-itis. Yeah, that's a good name. Anyway, Aldershot coming down the right-hand side. 56 has got it here and he's offside. Ionix gets it on occasion too. You just have to walk away and come back later. You do. So years ahead, I've got that to come. But thankfully, because she's only 1, the slide's pure plastic and there's only 5 bits. So it's assembled. Waiting to be dragged out on Christmas Day morning. But look what Santa brought you. You're only 1. You've got no concept of Christmas. You've got no concept of Santa. Although you've seen the most miserable Santa at your nursery. Do you want to see a miserable Santa? Oh, lovely ball through to Earthy. Please score. He does score at last. It's 4-1. 4-1. He twisted and turned. Arguably the more difficult chance of the evening for him. But he twisted, he turned, and he just rolled it in. And the whole team going up to congratulate him. Good play. Fearing just comfortable into Marshall again. Great turn, great ball. Do you know something? That's fantastic play by Callum Marshall. Dropped deep, turned, fantastic through ball to Earthy, who did the rest. But Marshall's the star of that goal, in my opinion. Well done, Callum Marshall. Really, really pleasing to see that. Right, let me change the score. And what time are we on now? 62-25. 62-40, and we'll submit it. There you go. 4-1. Fearing into Orford, who's lost the ball. Avid, the clock's fixed, don't worry. I think. Yeah, it's all fixed now. Just a reminder, I know it says Man City, but I don't have Aldershot. The Opt, I don't do the under 21 games. So I have to get it done manually, and I didn't know this game was on. So we're sticking with it. We're sticking with it. DC saying, what's the future for Marshall? Looks way too good at this level, but nowhere near Prem level and doesn't get games on loan. What do we do? He does get games on loan. When he was at Huddersfield in League One, he played loads. Do you put him back at League One though? Do you put him in Championship? Don't know. I think it's maybe a difficult one, DC. I think it's maybe one of the harder players to call. Earthy's definitely Championship. Kante would definitely be Championship. Orford would be probably maybe League One. He's got time on his side though. You know, Golan Beckers I think would be League One or League Two. I think most players are quite easy, but Marshall's a tricky one. I think you'd have to put him at a top League One club, in my opinion. Anyway, number 12 coming forward here for Aldershot. Oh, I just noticed he's got a captain's armband. Yap Stam's gone off. The ball gets whipped in. Clayton intercepts it. He's had a very quiet but comfortable game, Clayton. Everything he's had to do, he's done it right. There's no big highlights from him, but very comfortable. A bit sloppy there from Fearon. Paul just saying, Orford 3 assists in the goal, surely man of match. Yeah, he's another one that I think stands out at this level personally. But I try not to speak about Orford too much because I'm a little bit biased, and I'm aware I'm a little bit biased, so I try to not comment. I don't mean to be biased. I just am. I just rate him really highly. Marshall's just been rugby tackled off the pitch there. Got a free kick for it, but my word. Geezer's not even playing football. 65 minutes on the clock. 4-1 West Ham. Got a free kick right out on the right-hand side. And we're cruising. Couple of people concerned we don't have Wan-Bissaka on Saturday. I like Walker Peters, to be fair. I do. I like him. It's the other side. I don't know what he's going to do. Scarles is out, then Myers, he's not involved tonight, is he? Right, free kick. I'm going to whip it in. Let's have a look. Orford whips it in. Yala got his head on it, and it's a goal kick. Well wide. Avid saying any update on Scarles? I haven't seen anything, but I didn't tune into his press conference today. It's a bit of a weird day because we've got people coming around tomorrow. I'm trying to get this house tidy as much as I can. We've still got boxes everywhere and stuff that doesn't have a place. It's all just lingering. I'm getting annoyed. So I'm just trying to get rid of it. This room's a bit of a mess though, but this is tomorrow's job. Anyway, long way to go kick. And he's giving a free kick against someone for something here. Felt a bit lenient. Luke saying the passer was 2 minutes long. Did he say anything, Luke? Does anyone have an update on Scarles? Did he? I assume he got asked about all his Scarles. So what was his response in the press conference for those that tuned in? Avid saying the same thing. The passer was 2 minutes long. Huh. Was there only one person there? Was there not? Beneath, no, it's in the geo room only. To be fair, there's not much stuff here. I've got that shirt for obvious reasons, but it's not gonna stay there. We're gonna try. Hopefully, someone's gonna win it. in the prediction competition in January on Patreon. Not an advert for Patreon. Do not join Patreon. Well, do, but I've made a mess of this. I'm just going to shut up. Let's just move on. I don't know what to do with this room. What should I do? One question. Everyone's just saying like they got one question. John is saying one question and he buggered off. What, was it that bad? I'm sure the stream's 15 minutes long. What was it? Just 13 minutes of build-up and then 2 minutes and he buggered off. Is that it? I'm going to have to tune in now. Oh, it's pinging about here. What's going on here? Great defending by Orford. He blocked it and then was surrounded by loads of people. Beneath, do you know what I meant? I don't want to promote Patreon on under 21 streams. Join if you want. Oh, hello, it's Marshall and Earthy. 2-on-1 here. Come on, find him. Find him. Ah, come on. See, this is where, if you are Nuno and you're watching this, Marshall has to do much better there. Because for all his good work, and he's played well tonight, Kyler Marshall. He's had some really good touches. That assist for Earthy was fantastic. But I think that might override the rest of the good stuff. Do you know what I mean? I think you might look at that and think, I'm not sure he's ready. Here comes Ayala though. Marshall's making the run. He looks for him. It gets blocked. Yeah, Kimball's saying the same. One question. What's the point? What is the point? It's almost insulting for him. Can you imagine being a manager and you turn up and there's one journalist, they ask one question, that's it. It's a bit underwhelming, isn't it? I don't think I'll tune in now. I kind of want to, just to see, but anyway, or if we're just walking with it now, just slowing the game right down. Currently 0-0 in the Carabao Cup between Arsenal Palace, for anyone arsed. Probably no one. 20 minutes to go here. Got a video up tomorrow about Larson, since people are talking about the transfer window in the live chat. Did a video with Dade, the Wolves fan, about why Larson's only scored one goal and if he'd be a good signing for West Ham. And also, more importantly, is he Nuno's type of striker? I've got my opinions, but I thought I'd get a Wolves fan's opinions. He obviously knows Larson better than I do. Everyone just slagging off the press conference. Richard, I think, I don't know what I'm allowed to say. Basically, the club weren't very happy she was doing videos for Hammers Chat. That's the reality of it. And when she did, she said to you guys that she was going to, ask, if you give questions to her, she would give questions to Nuno, essentially. She wanted to ask Hammers Chat subscriber West Ham fans questions to Nuno and get the answers. And the club told her, no, she's not allowed to do that. C'est la vie. She's done nothing wrong, I should say. She was lovely to work with in the brief spell we were allowed to work together. She was brilliant, really accommodating. She really wanted to make good content for West Ham fans. She really cared about asking questions to Nuno that West Ham fans wanted answered. She was looking at it that she could improve her interaction with Nuno, but it is what it is, isn't it? DC saying the club have got a right boner for Amsterdam. I don't think we're on the Christmas card list. But I get it. Listen, I get it. I can't sit here and do videos and criticise the club and stuff like that. and not expect any backlash, I suppose. So it is what it is. I do think the club missed a trick, though. I think when she was doing the videos, she was praising the club a lot, and she was speaking very highly of people at the club, and she was telling stories about West Ham from behind the scenes that portrayed the club in a really good light. So I think she was actually doing good work for the club, softening the image perhaps, and then they stopped it. The thing is, if I was the club, if she rocked up and said, "Oh, when you're doing your video on Hammers Chat, will you mention that we've been doing this?" And like, true, but stuff like the club have been doing, because they do a lot of good work in the community and stuff. So I'd say, "Oh, do you mind mentioning this? Would you mind mentioning that?" And she could have used the videos. The club could have used her videos on Hammers Chat to push what they do that's good and stuff they want out there and stuff like for exposure and stuff like that. But what do I know? They're the ones with a degree in media, and I'm not. James says that what worries him about Larsson is he seems to be completely ineffective without service. Oh, people do get him. He doesn't fail like the similar strikers before him. Oh, he did well there. He did well there. Kalista, he was unlucky. The thing is, in talks, what I will say is years ago, back in 2016, when, I and others were quite vocal about how the stadium move was crap. And the head of media at the time, Max Fitzgerald was his name, who's now at Wolves, he reached out to us and other channels and podcasts and blog sites and forums and basically said, can you just come in and can you tell the club what the fans are saying? And he said, hang on, West Ham got a bit of a half chance here, but he said, I expect you lot to have your finger on the pulse doing what you do. He said, so can you just come in and tell the club what fans are saying about the stadium, what they want, blah, blah, blah. And he used us as a way of basically giving them very honest feedback. And he thought it would be a good way of the club learning what the fans are thinking without actually doing any research, because we would come in and tell them. So even though we were quite anti the stadium move, he ignored that, completely ignored it, and he treated us as West Ham fans, as content creators, whatever you want to call it. He was so nice, like really, really nice. I've only got good things to say about him, but he was someone that didn't sort of ignore fan media or anything like that. He embraced it, and he tried to work with us to give the club a way of improving things. Now, it didn't come to fruition, but it wasn't his fault. It was, in my opinion, it was Karen Brady's fault. And I know he's doing the same at Wolves. He's listening to the fans and trying to improve things, because they're unhappy at the minute as well, Wolves fans. Bernice said, you could have anyone from the current senior team on the channel. Who would it be? Probably Jared Bowen, to be honest with you. But, don't know. Maybe Freddie Potts. The thing is, they can't say anything. And Callum Marshall's just got himself a booking for that foul. Yeah, but there's not much they can do. Like, first team players, there's not much they can say. They've got to behave. I mean, the club shit themselves when Declan Rice came on the channel because they didn't know about it. I've told this story before. I don't mind telling you, but basically we arranged away from the club to interview Lingard. And it's my fault. I made the mistake of asking subscribers for questions for Jesse Lingard, because I thought it was a good thing to do. Rather than just me and Gonzo ask our questions, I thought if I could take your question and put it to Jesse Lingard, it would be a good video. So the club's seeing it and shut it down, and it caused problems. Well, that's a dirty foul. He's going to get a booking for it, but he's completely chopped Callum Marshall down there. So anyway, they stopped us interviewing Jesse Lingard. So I had a bit of an argument with the head of media because he was like, well, why didn't you just come to me? We could have arranged something. I said, yeah, but you wouldn't have done. You would have just stopped it. You'd have done what you've just done. There's no way in hell you'd have let me interview Jesse Lingard. So we had a disagreement. And then 2 weeks later, we were doing our video and Declan Rice messaged me and said, can I come on? I'm not going to say no, am I? So I sent him the link to join. And he came on and joined me and Gonzo. Anyway, immediately after, the head of media rang me. Oh, we were just speaking 2 weeks ago. If you speak to me, we can arrange stuff like this. I was like, mate, fuck off. There's no way you'd have let Declan Rice come on live on air as well. No chance. We'd have had to send in pre-approved questions. It would have been the most mundane, boring-ass thing in the world. But we showed with the Declan Rice interview that we can actually be trusted. We didn't ask him any stupid questions. He was injured at the time, and we didn't really ask him about his injury in case he wasn't allowed to say. We just kept it about the game. We just battered Burnley. And, I thought it was good. And Declan Rice enjoyed it. The club were the only ones that didn't. So, there you go. Welcome to being a content creator. Anyway, some of you remembered it. Simon saying Declan Rice coming on Hammers Chat is my favourite Hammers Chat moment. It was good. I like seeing Gonzo's face because Gonzo didn't know he was coming on. Gonzo didn't know. Beneath the Headphones just searched it. Yeah, the thing is, Beneath the Headphones, it's a clip. So we did a review of the Burnley game. So I don't know, there's like a half-hour video and Declan Rice is in the middle of it. So, we were live chatting about the game. And very rarely do I look at my phone when I'm live because it puts me off. And I just glanced at my phone and seen that I had a message from Declan Rice. And I was like, I'm going to have to read this. So I read it. And that's what he said. Oh, can I come on? Fucking right, you can. So when he pops up, you can see Gonzo like blushing because Gonzo doesn't know he's coming on. To be fair, I didn't know he was coming on. It wasn't arranged or nothing. It was very impulsive. Earthy, one try to 1 2. There you go. Boring story for you. But Ironic saying Gonzo's face turned to instantly. Yeah, because could you imagine being Gonzo though, right? So Gonzo sat there chatting to me about us beating Burnley. And then I just add Declan Rice into the middle of us. And of course he's going to be like, what, what's going on here? What's going on here? What's going on here? Brilliant. Ryan saying, do I still speak to Declan? No, not really. I've sent him a couple of messages, but I don't not speak to him, if that makes sense. That's why I try not... I don't really speak about Declan Rice because I think I've spoken to him, obviously, a bit, and he's such a nice person. He's a really, really, really nice person. If I was to message him, he'd reply, and he was always very, very kind, very, very polite. I've not got a bad word to say about him, honestly. I hope Arsenal win nothing, but I don't know, I wish he'd go to like Real Madrid and have success or something. Oh, my stream's stopped. Oh, it's going again. That's all right. I thought it just broke. Not again. Not that I'm talking about the match. I'm sat here chatting about me. Arrogant bugger. Avid said this was prior to him finding Hammers Chat. He's going to have to go back and watch it. Do you remember which review? Yeah, if you just type in Hammers Chat Declan Rice, we took it was when we beat Burnley. We beat them. I'm sure we beat him 3-0. Lanzini ran the game. I remember it. Because I remember saying he was man of the match and Declan Rice come on saying, yeah, Lanzini's my man of the match as well. So I was like, see, I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, but what I did afterwards, obviously, was cut out the Declan Rice part and upload it separately. Get some views, you know. So if you type in Hammers Chat Declan Rice, it should be like there. It should be the number one result. It won't be far off if it's not. Because he's in the thumbnail and stuff. I went full YouTube on it. Avid said it hurts to wish him success at Arsenal. I love the guy and only hear great things. I've not got a bad thing. But the thing is, I know because he's at Arsenal, it's not going to go down well. That's why I don't speak about Declan, because I know I'm biased. I am biased. And I'm in a privileged position. I was able to speak to him, or I am able to speak to him. So that's why I try to not discuss it, because I can't discuss it impartial like everyone else can. There you go. Anyway, Aldershot, to be fair, they've still tried Aldershot, haven't they? They've been putting in effort. They're just not very good. Mike saying he may be a better personality, but he's a better player, but he has his personality. No, I don't think so. I think I actually think he's got better. Genuinely, I think he's got better. I think when they beat Wolves a couple of weeks ago and they scored an own goal in the last minute and everyone's celebrating, going mad, and he's the one that's like grabbing players saying, come on, switch on, focus, blah, blah, blah. He's got a real leadership to him, Declan does. I think he's growing as a captain under Arteta, although he's not their captain. I think he wins PFA Player of the Year this season as well, by the way. Maybe not with Haaland, but if Arsenal win the league, I think he might win PFA Player of the Year. My prediction, and I don't know this, my prediction is he comes back to West Ham one day. I don't think it's finished. The West Ham Declan Rice, I don't think it's... The book is finished, but I think there's going to be another book. Don't know when. He might be in his 30s. Well, I think he'll be back in the claret and blue one day. He still thinks a lot of West Ham. The photo the other day of him and David Moyes and stuff, like, he still thinks a lot. But anyway, Aldershot kicking around at the back. 5 minutes to go. 4-1 West Ham. Brilliant evening for the under-21s. Another brilliant result for the under-21s as well. Paul, do you think he'll be captain of Arsenal? Yeah, I think so. I do. Entok saying he's going to come back when he's 32 and we're going to win the FA Cup. Pure cinema. Would love that. Can you imagine he just lifts 2 trophies with us and doesn't actually play for us in between? Something West Ham about it, isn't it? Anyway, enough Declan Rice chat, shall we? Don't even know how we got onto it. Oh, it was about the club media team, weren't it? And then, that's something they were not involved in. Avid and stuff are going to be watching that once this game's finished. Watching the Declan Rice clip. Caliste's got the ball. Bit lazy. Looking for Cummings there. He's not really had too much of a chance, and also he's having to play like a number 10 role with Landers playing as a striker. Orford's just got done. Has to be careful on the yellow card. But at 4-1 down, you can be careful. 4-1 up, rather. Anyway, they come. There's a good chance here for Aldershot. Good ball in. Blocked by Oyabade, and away we go with Fearon. Planet saying Marshall looked out of sort. A weird game by Marshall, isn't it? I think he's had some brilliant touches. You know, his involvement in Earthy's goal was fantastic. But I do think there's 1 or 2 opportunities where he could have and should have done better, but didn't. Joe, it's not on the TV. No, it's on YouTube. It's on the West Ham YouTube channel. So if you're going to go click off this and go watch it, thanks for popping by. But if you can whack it on your telly and stick around for 5 minutes, that would be good. Katie's in the live chat. Good evening. I'm loving the Patreon stuff. Good, I'm glad you have. We've got a Christmas podcast going up tomorrow, Katie. The next episode of Naked is up tomorrow. Myself and Gonzo having a chin wag about Christmas. But it's not all doom and gloom. I know I'm not the biggest fan of it, but we have a chit chat. Hopefully you enjoy it. Babbling Lions podcast went up today on Patreon. Scott's late to the party. Who scored? Give me 1 second. As Aldershot are coming away with it here. Good save by Worcester. Who scored? Ayala scored. Gollenbeck scored. Orford scored. And George Earthy scored for West Ham. Someone keeps saying Lewis Orford 3 assists. I'm just thinking, was it him? I'm sure Marshall set up the Earthy goal. Am I going mental, or was it a Marshall assist? Was it? Have I got this completely wrong? It's actually Lewis Orford, but a couple of people said Orford 3 assists, but I don't think it was. I think Marshall set up Earthy's. Surely I'm not got that completely wrong, have I? Daniel saying he's got 3 assists on FotMob. It was Marshall that set him up. Oh my God, I've lost the plot somehow. What we're saying, chat? Sure as Marshall. He definitely set up the Gollenbeck one and the Ayala one. I've got no doubt about that. And he scored the other one. But I thought it was Marshall that set up Earthy's. It looks like everybody's saying Orford. Yeah, it was. Addict saying the same. It was Marshall for Earthy. It was. BBC are wrong. Ionix is saying Fearon had one. What? What Fearon assist? What's going on? Bob's saying I think it was Orford, but I'm confused. I'm confused and all. I thought it was Marshall. I thought Marshall dropped deep, turned and played him through. Anyway, Fearon's coming forward here, pops it across and it's in, and that's why he's saying Fearon had one, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, 5-1 West Ham. I think it was Cummings with the goal. I'll get a confirmation. It wasn't Cummings. Ryan Batcham with a goal. I'll just make it 5-1 and we'll just call it full time on the clock. I can't be arsed. It's 5-1. I am so confused now. I haven't seen the stat man's off. Honestly, I am convinced Marshall set up Earthy. Convinced. Don't care what the BBC and FotMob say. Yeah. I'm watching it now. I'm watching it on the Twitter. Marshall set up Earthy. I'm right. And Fearon set up Orford. Yeah. He's only got 2 assists, Orford does. Fearon's got 2 assists, although one of them was a run from the halfway line from Orford. Right, FotMob and BBC. Disgusting. Misinformation. Fake news. Fake news. Now I'm going to have tomorrow, I'm going to have someone commenting on a video saying, Orford got a goal and 3 assists, and I'm going to have to say, he didn't. He didn't. Stop believing the BBC. Fake news. They all told you Jimmy Savile was kosher, didn't they? Fake news. Don't listen to the Beeb. Or FotMob. FotMob was really reliable as well. Anyway, definitely Callum Marshall. It's full time. We won 5-1. Only 2 minutes of stoppage time, which is... The ref couldn't be harsh, could he? Flap A-Face has got it right here. 39-22 over the BBC and FotMob. 100%. 100%. Marshall set up George Earthy. I've seen it. I witnessed it. They had me questioning if I was going mad I'm not going mad. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me, especially for those that jumped on very early on. I didn't even know that this game was on tonight until 10 minutes before kickoff. So I'm going to go downstairs now. And now I've got a big decision to make. Do I watch the second half of the Arsenal Crystal Palace game, or do I now make it up to Mrs. Gio as recommended by Flatface and just play this Who Wants to Be a Millionaire game with Brands? And then maybe the next under-21s game, I'll take it with me. I'll have the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire with me, and we can maybe play between us. Maybe I'll set up a quiz. Will I do that? Will we do a quiz for the next under-21s watch-along? And at half-time, we do the quiz for 15 minutes, and we'll do a couple of giveaways. We'll have a winner. Yeah? Will we do that? We'll use an app. We'll use an app so that you can't put it in the live chat. You use the app. You click on the answers on the app, and whoever's fastest and gets the most answers right will win something. Will we do that? Chat, I know you're all gone now, haven't you? No one's still here. I'm just talking into an empty space. I'm talking into a void. Anyway, Paul says it's good. Ryan says it's good. That's 2 people. There you go. I'll set up a quiz. A little bit of West Ham, a little bit of football, and a little bit of Hammers chat, and a little bit of, I don't know, pop culture, they call it. We basically can put ending in, can't you? I'll do that. We'll do a quiz. Thank you very much for joining me. I genuinely appreciate it. I'll catch you tomorrow.